Hey guys, how's it going? Like Butter here, and today I wanted to bring you a video to show you my division build. I've had tons of comments, tons of messages asking, Drew, can you please show us your build for the division? And I want to share it with you guys. Today is March 25th, so this build could change, but you know, always stop in on my stream. Feel free to ask me any questions. I'll show my inventory as much as I can without, you know, completely boring the stream. So I want to show you the sustain build that I've had for a couple of days now that seems to be working pretty well, and what I think I can change and do other things to help it. Now, what a sustain build is, I don't know if you guys have ever played League of Legends or any games where you can gain health from killing or doing damage to somebody. That's what this build is here, and I think it's working out decently well. It could definitely have some improvements here and there, but this is a learning process with any MMORPG style, you know, game. You're gonna have to change things around and change things up. Now, the reason I'm running this build is because I mostly PvP. At first I went all DPS, but people started learning that if you stack skill power and other things, you can do a lot of damage extremely fast. So let me show you guys my inventory right now. I'm rocking 174,000 DPS on my Vector. I know it doesn't seem that high, but I'll show you guys why in a second. Now I have to change these out. Now these two tactical pads here, I switch in between if I'm going to be farming or doing any PvE. I want to keep this on because it has a 77% scavenging, but it also has pulse critical hit damage, enemy armor damage. It's not too bad. But this is the better of the two, I think. You got the pulse critical hit damage, the enemy armor damage, and the 18% critical hit damage. So this brings me up to like 181,000. But I'll show you guys why my build's a little bit different. So for a sustain build, you really need to have this one talent on your gun. Let me show you guys here. So this talent here, called Self-Preserved, critical hits with this weapon heal user for 3% of damage dealt. So with this build, you want to be building a lot of crit hit damage and a lot of critical critical percent, so that you're hitting crits more often. The more often you hit crits, the faster you're going to be healing. Now this is really good for PvE if you're in a situation where you're fighting a boss or you know, a lot of enemies who may be kind of in your way. If you are you know, for example, say you're in a manhunt situation, you got AI kind of messing with you and doing damage to you, you can heal off of AI, and it helps a lot. So you can see here, 3% comes back as healing, and then you got headshot damage, which is pretty good. Accuracy is pretty good on like the Vector, because you're shooting a lot of bullets extremely fast, so the accuracy helps. Now, if I could change this out for, I would probably put in Deadly for Brutal, the crit 26% crit hit damage or something like that. And my critical hit chance that comes on every submachine gun is a little bit low. I think this can go up to 25%. It's only 21, but it's okay. It's not that bad. So my secondary is my classic M1A. This is for farming from long range or doing damage long range. You're not getting any healing back. And I don't have this talent even active here because I don't have that much skill power. But the armor destruction and the toxic talents really help. And 153% headshot damage because it is a marksman rifle. Now I got the class. I get this question a lot. How did you get the classic M1A? I got the classic M1A in the final mission on Challenger, I think. Or was it the power plant? No, it was the power plant Challenger mission. We did it on that, and I got a drop. I'll link the video in the description below if you guys want to see me actually get the drop. It happens at the end. It's like an hour-and-a-half video or something ridiculous. So yeah, like these are my stats. I got extended magazine because the Vector has a really small mag. So 102% magazine size and 13% weapon damage. Now, I could go critical hit damage here, but I think weapon damage is a little bit better because that way when it's doing more damage even when you're not hitting crits. This thing, like the Pro Red Dot sight, this I need to change because I think my crit chance is a little bit too high. My crit hit chance is just a little too high, and I'll show show you guys why in a second. So crit hit damage and accuracy on my flash hider, and then I have the PEQ orange laser. This, you really want the hip fire accuracy for the Vector, because there's going to be a lot of times where you want to continually keep moving and hip firing, and if you're chasing people down, it's really awesome to have that hip fire accuracy, so you want to get that up there. And also make sure, guys, when you're getting your final weapons that you're trying to make a build for, make sure the item levels are 31, because if the item levels are 30, you're going to have weaker talents and stuff like that, weaker damage. So my pistol is not really that important. I just use this to kind of farm things. But let's go into the character and show you guys why I could use a little bit less crit chance. Now, my crit hit chance right now is 47%. Now, that's way too high. You usually want about 35%. Sorry, this is my secondary DPS. Hold on. Okay, primary DPS, that's what we want. All right, so my crit hit chance here, oh no, it is 47%. Okay, I thought it was on my secondary for some reason. The reason 47% is a little bit too high is because, let me show you. How do I see abilities? Now, I have pulse on, and if you look at my pulse, it says the critical hit chance is 20%. I think that's what it is. The base is 12, but mine is 20. So I'm going a little bit over, like I'm doing what, 67% crit when I pulse. So nothing even matters over 60%. You don't want over 60% crit hit damage when you pulse, because I have 7% of my damage is just getting wasted. So you want to make sure your critical hit chance does not exceed 60%, which 47 plus 20, you know, and right here it says 25, so it's ridiculously like high, and it's wasteful. So I'm trying to get a different something different on my weapon that gives me maybe crit hit damage or just weapon damage in general, so I'll be switching that out. But yeah, it helps so much to be hitting a lot of crits, but just I'm wasting a little bit when I pulse. So make sure when you guys are rolling your guns, or, you know, recalibrating your weapons and whatnot, or not recalibrating your weapons, you're re-rolling them, so you can just keep making them over and over if you have the blueprint to try to get the talents that you want. Make sure you're getting talents that fit your whatever abilities you're using. So the abilities that I'm using are critical hit, pulse. So I want to get pulse, critical hit damage, pulse duration, that kind of thing. So let's go through my gear. I can show you guys what I specifically have on like my chest plate and all that stuff. Now on my chest armor, this could be a little bit better, but I have 510 armor, which doesn't help too much, but armor is always pretty good. 10 health on kill. Now this is another one of those stats that's really going to help, because when you kill somebody or you kill an NPC or a mob, you're going to get 10% back, and that's on top of the healing from the Vector. So you're gonna see when I'm streaming or when I'm playing the game, you're gonna see I heal for a lot. And increased kill XP just helps, you know, level up. Pulse duration is really good. The mod slot helps. So I'm running stamina, critical hit chance. I could probably switch this out for something else, a different stamina mod, because I don't need that crit hit chance. But for right now, it's kind of just staying there. I'm using a strike pack, which I think I got in a drop, or maybe I got it in the dark zone. So here you go again, critical hit damage. The bleed resistance isn't that good, because you're not going to be bleeding from anyone, most likely no one but NPCs. So if this was like shock resist or something like that, it'd be a little bit better. But the skill attributes are really good. 9% pulse duration, 7.5% pulse critical hit damage. Like I said, I want to get things that have critical hit and are with my pulse. So gloves, I'm just using regular gloves. These could probably get a little bit updated, but 32% critical hit damage once again, 5.5% critical hit chance. So you know, 7.5% critical hit damage. Like it's pretty good. These skill attributes on some of these things are really good. The first 3 bullets of your magazine have a 9% higher chance to do crit. So you can see everything I'm doing in this build has to do with crit in some way, shape, or form. Same thing here. Enemy armor damage, pulse critical hit damage. Now, I don't know what the cap is on pulse critical hit damage, if there is one. I'm probably going over that, but I really didn't look into that too much. I think this is a pretty healthy balance, 181,000 DPS, 58k health. Now, I could up this DPS to like 240,000 and drop my health to like 40k, but the problem with that is you just get dropped way too fast. Now, there is a passive on something else. Let me check this. The rehabilitated talent is broken right now. You heal for 2%. Like whenever you get a status effect, like you get stunned or something like that, you're just going to continually heal. Hopefully they fix that in the future, but that's good. Anything healing wise. And here you go, armor damage, pulse critical hit damage, just all this stuff, just like the other thing. We got a couple firearms mods too, so make sure you guys are putting mods in your mod slots. I played on my friend's account yesterday and he didn't have anything, so here you go. Pulse critical hit damage again on my holster. Now this talent isn't that great. Increase armor by 12.5% when staying more than 10 seconds in the same cover. That's not that good because since I go rogue a lot, that doesn't help me. So maybe I need to find like a new holster or something of that nature. But the skill power I used to run really low skill power, but the reason I ran low skill power is because I use pulse, which skill power doesn't affect at all. You want skill power if you're using like a sticky bomb and things that are going to do damage. However, I'll show you guys here. The heal on my oh, let's do this again. Let's get really low. The heal on my E is pretty good. You see, like it heals me to full health because my skill power is pretty decent. And not only that, I have an ability on one of my pieces of gear. I need to figure out which one it is. Basically, I heal more when I'm in my last segment of health. Let me try to find where it is. Not that one. And here you go, decrease cooldown for healing skills by 13%. So that helps my E ability. So you just want to get things that kind of work together. Rewards from accolades are tripled. That's not that good. I'm trying to think. Maybe I don't have that on anymore. I used to have a talent that made it so that I heal more in my last segment of health. I guess I'm not running that anymore. I guess with the extra health, with the extra skill power, it'd be pointless to have that on anyways. So I'm gonna go down to the shooting range real quick and just show you guys the healing effects from this build. And if you guys have any suggestions on things I should change, be sure to let me know. You know, I'm no expert at this game. I started playing this, you know, a couple weeks ago, just like everyone else. I just wanted to. I had a lot of people asking me if I could share my stuff. In like what I'm running and that kind of thing, so of course I'm gonna share it with you guys. I like to see what you guys have to say about it. So let's take out the. This is a good way to test out weapons and stuff if you guys want to see what does what damage and so forth. So let's do some damage here to myself. Wow, it almost knocked me on my ass. And I'll show you guys the amount of healing I have when I hit crits. You guys see, look at the healing on my vector. Now don't forget, on top of that healing, you're gonna also be getting health, 10% health back on a kill as well. So let's get us low. It's gonna be kind of hard because I got that glitch where it's like healing me for. Here, let's try to throw one more. Maybe I can get really low. Oh, that wasn't even a grenade. That's not good. Okay, let's go back over here and grab some nades. All right. Frag grenades, so we'll throw 3 frags. See, I got the bug that I was talking about before. They just keep healing over and over. It's kind of lame. I hope they fix it. Alright, throw another nade. Maybe we gotta throw another one. What the hell, dude? Alright, there we go. So here you go. Here's the healing. You can see it bottom right. And let me just show you guys the talents I'm running as well. Character, or no, we can go to abilities, right? Abilities, talents. Now I am running these 4 talents here. So revive a downed agent to reduce incoming damage for 50%. I use this because I PvP a lot. It's very helpful when you're reviving, because sometimes you can just like pop your ult or heal and just revive your teammate and kind of negate the damage. It helps out a lot. precision headshot a hostile to pulse them for 10 seconds. This is good because I have a lot of pulse critical hit damage, so you know, having the pulse effect is really helpful when shooting somebody. And then I have Reaper, kill a hostile with the sidearm to receive 30 rounds for your primary weapon. The reason I'm running this is because I have no ammo capacity on my vest or anything else. That's actually something I'm trying to get because I really have a low amount of ammo. So this helps sometimes because I can just, you know, shoot somebody or shoot an NPC with my pistol and finish them off to get some primary ammo. And then here, one is none. I think this is one of the strongest talents in the game. Headshot a hostile to have 50% chance of not consuming the bullet. Now this is going to make your clip last a lot longer on the vector, because every single bullet that you shoot, you're going to have a 50% chance for that bullet to not get consumed. And also, if you're using the sniper rifle for headshots, that helps a lot too. So that's the main build I'm running right now, guys. I'll probably switch some stuff up in the future, but a lot of people were asking to see everything and see what I was doing. If you have any suggestions, be sure to let me know. I'm always open to hear what you guys have to say and whatnot. In case you guys wanted to see my pistol as well, I got, you know, deadly, which is pretty cool, critical hit damage, and then the expert. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you had a good day today. And I really want to thank you all for all the support on my Division videos. It's been really overwhelming how well my videos have been doing recently. So I wanted to just make this video to show you guys on March 25th what my current build looks like and why I'm running it. Thank you again for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Take care, everybody.